Today I'm going to show you how I stretch. It's a type of stretching called F.R.C, Functional Range Conditioning. It was developed by Dr. Andrea Spina. I'll put some more information in the links below. And you can find out from the experts what I'm doing specifically. I'm not an expert, but I thought I'd show you because it is very, very effective. And so worth it. So what I'm doing is stretching. I'm getting into my deepest, most safe stretch to the point that, my nervous system kind of goes crazy and is like, no, don't go any farther. But I have to tell my nervous system that this is okay and that it's not going to die. And it's not going to hurt myself. So I stay here and I camp out. You know, when you're just starting, I recommend 2 minutes at least, just to let this whole, nervous system kind of thing settle itself out. It's already starting to quiet. And once it kind of relaxes and it no longer is being super angry, I'm going to do something called PAILs and rails. There's a lot of acronyms in today's episode. So PAILs is progressive angular isometric loading, and rails is regressive angular isometric loading. And so what that really means is, I'm about ready to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isometrically contract my whole body and just focus on this leg. I'm going to drive down into the floor for about 10 seconds super hard. And then I'm going to relax, and then I'm going to tense up again. I'm going to isometrically just contract, and then I'm going to try and lift the leg. So here we go. Driving with my heel. Okay, fully relaxed. Now I'm going to lift. And I'm not really going to lift. Maybe a little. But I'm going to really go this direction. And then you rinse and repeat. And you get a little bit deeper. And start again. And so you don't want to do this if you're injured. You don't want to do this if it creates some really spiky pains, sharp. Don't do that. And you don't want to do this kind of thing on cold muscles. You want to warm up. You want to have maybe already done a workout or something, and this is something that you can do to wind down. But for me, I'm just trying to get to the point where I can actually touch my toes from standing up, and I can't do that right now. I would like to do it flat backed and be able to put my palms on the floor. That's my goal. I'm not there yet. The one thing that, because I'm talking, that I'm changing the angle of my stretch, and I shouldn't do that. I should just get there in the deep stretch and stay put. Try not to move, and just let the sort of uncomfortability pass. It's going to quiet down, and then I would tense up and push down, relax, tense up, pull up. So I've already done this leg. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways now. So I was just kind of doing a basic runner stretch, but you can also do it in pigeon. So, and again, if you have any pinching or closed angular impedance or something, you know, there's something kind of blocking you, just go to there. But pigeon, you get into your safest, deepest stretch. My back is flat, or attempting to be flat anyway. My neck, that's as far as it goes. Safest, deepest stretch, and you camp out until that quiets down. And then with the flat of my leg here, and maybe even with my ankle, I would drive down. That's my door. And then I would lift up after relaxing. Like that. So that's a small one. And then you can get even farther in. Once you're done, once you've kind of done both sides, you want to move those joints. So I just was doing the hamstring, so I might, you know, get that joint moving and so on. There's a number of, you can do this with a number of stretches that you're familiar with, but the idea is to go into the stretch just to the point that you can barely stand it. And then just camp out there. Don't move. Just camp out until the nervous system just quiets down and everything's okay. And then tense up, build. You know, you want to ramp up. You don't want to just do it all at once. You want to ramp up 10%, 20%, 50%, 70%, and while you're doing that, you're pushing down in a similar way. You're ramping it up. You're ramping up the tension, ramping up the driving, and then the opposite. You would ramp up and do the lift as well. So that's it. That's F.R.C. And I've gotten a lot of benefit out of this. I'm going to do a follow-up video to show you kind of where I'm at in my progression, and maybe a month from now we'll see if I've gotten any better.